What's going on? It's Big Rome. I'm back. Now today we're gonna go ahead and do some brisket. And I'm gonna add a combination today and try it out and see how it works out. But let me show you what I'm gonna go ahead and use today. First thing, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Kosmos dry rub for beef. So this is gonna be the main ingredient. But I wanted to go ahead and mix in a little Texas style here. I'm gonna add some pepper in there as an added ingredient to get it a little more spice in there. And at the same time, I'm gonna go ahead and add that celery salt. I know we've added some garlic in there and all that, but the herbs are already in that Kosmos brand here. So man, it's gonna be awesome. I wanna try it out. I wanna see what it's all about. Man, let's make this happen. Let's do this. By the way, here's the kicker. We're gonna do it one fat side up, and we're gonna do another brisket fat side down. So we're gonna do those two briskets, same temp, same seasoning, same time, same internal temperature, everything. And we're gonna get this controversy or this story about what's better, fat side up or fat side down. So guess what? Let's make it happen. Woo! All right, so here we go. We got the one brisket here, and we got two briskets. So let's go ahead and season them up. So first one I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the Kosmos, and then from there I'm gonna add the celery salt, and then in the end I'm gonna go ahead and add the black pepper. So the base itself, I'm not gonna add anything. I'm gonna make the natural flavors just kick in and see what happens right here. So, man, let's get the seasoning going. Woo! All right, so I got them all seasoned up, ready to go. And man, look at the color over here. You see the celery flavor, you see the pepper, the two style pepper seasonings, and we got the Kosmos cow cover. So check that out, man, it's looking beautiful there. So now we got the two briskets. Let's go ahead and let them sit for 24 hours, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the smoker. Oh yeah. All right, so now let's get the smoker started. Oh yeah. All right guys, so the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put the charcoal inside the box here, and then from there what we're going to be using is we're going to use some post oak and some pecan. So let's get this started. Nice clean. Don't even want to
get it fired up. That was fired.
All right guys, I got my pellets in now on my smoker. As you can see, I bought these pellets at Tom Thumb. Looking good right there, B&B. So if you want some oversized pellets, that's the way to go. Oh yeah. All right guys, so we got the Old Country BBQ Pitt ready to go. Right now, temperature wise, we're looking at 260 to 270 degrees. Between that, we actually used the Inkbird to kind of tell us what's going on when it comes to temps. So I appreciate Bruce over here helping me out on that to get this together. So let's go ahead and put that brisket in. So remember, one fat side up and one fat side down. So the first one I got here is going to be fat side down. And I'm actually gonna put it closest to the smoker. The reason behind that is because since I'm doing it fat side down, I wanna make sure that the meat on top is protected on that. The next one I'm gonna go ahead and put. So we got fat side down on this one, and this one's fat side up, all right? All right, let's go ahead and close the pit. All right, so let's go ahead and let this smoke and give it a couple hours and do a little check-in and see how it's doing. All right, guys, so I got my Inkbird on right now, and as we look at the temperature, we're at 268. It's a great temp right now. And what we end up doing this time is we end up changing it up on that pecan wood. We had some bad pecan, so now we're gonna use some oak. So 4 pieces of oak, and we added some hickory now. So hickory is gonna be the best bet, and the hickory is really good. So, and it's not a bad piece, just like the pecan. So let's get started. Let's take a look real quick how they're looking. And man, oh man. And we got Bruce right here. We got one of his briskets here. And we're gonna go ahead and spray them on some beef broth and water. And as you can see, here's the fat side down brisket right here. And this is fat side up. They're both looking pretty good. Oh yeah. All right, let's go ahead and shut this down, and we'll take a look in another couple hours. All right, guys, so we finally got the temperature that I wanted. I wanted to hit that 170 degrees to go ahead and start wrapping. So if you want to go ahead and take a look, this is what it's looking at right now. This is how it's looking now. Oh yeah. This one here is still waiting on the temp to get there, but this one is fat side down. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Oh yeah. All right, guys, so I got the brisket out. I actually got it at 170 degrees and pulled it out, and look at the bark on this. It's looking really good so far. As you can see, this is the fat side down, and this is the actual first one that's ready to go before the fat side up. So let's go ahead and give this a wrap. As you can see, I put double butcher paper here to make sure this fits, because this is a 16 pounder here. So let's go ahead and make that happen. And the thing about this is whenever you wrap this butcher paper, the one thing you want to make sure is that it's nice and tight. That's exactly what we want when it comes to this butcher paper, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and put this back on the grill. And then our temperature that we're looking at to go ahead and get it out of the pit would be at 195, and let it rest for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Guys, we're gonna start pulling this one. Actually, this one's already ready to come out. This one has a big stall, and we're waiting for it to hit the 165 to 170 to wrap it. So at this time, it's still on hold, but the fat side down has already won the prize already when it comes to being ready. Let's see what happens next. Guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and open it up real quick, let y'all know that this brisket here, which is a fat side up, is ready to go ahead and get pulled. It's at 170 degrees now. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. All right, guys, so here's the fat side up, ready to go ahead and get this wrapped up. And I'm gonna do the same process when it comes to go ahead and wrap this up. So remember, it has to be nice and tight. Just like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it back in the smoker, and we're gonna give it a couple of hours and see what happens. And like I said before, the other brisket is already done, and that was the fat side down. So right now, we're still waiting for the fat side up to be ready. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, after 2 hours, we finally got the temp that we want here at 196. So I was looking at 195. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling this out and letting it rest for 45 minutes. And from there, we're gonna go ahead and test it out. Oh yeah. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and cut a piece on the fat side down first. That was the one that was done first. And I actually sat it down for about an hour. Normally I do about 30 to 45 minutes, but I wanted to cool it down just because I'm going to be doing two different cuts here, one for the fat side down and one for the fat side up. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I made my first cut on the fat side down, and here is the result. A little bend test there. Oh yeah. All right, and this is from the flat. So I'm gonna do the same thing for the fat side up and see what happens. All right, so I made the cut, and here is the fat side up. A little bend test. Ooh, it's slipping. But yeah, got a good bend there. So let's go ahead and let's try it out. Oh yeah. All right guys, now it's time to go ahead and try it out. So like I said before, you know, we had the fat side up and we had the fat side down on both of these briskets that I did today. Now, one of the things I'll definitely tell you is whenever we actually cook the briskets, the fat side down was done first. So about an hour and a half to 2 hour difference between both briskets. At the same time, I made my cuts. They both passed the bend test, so everything went well on that. But now it's about the taste. I did use the same seasonings. I did use the same temperatures. Internal temp was the same. The only difference is fat side up and fat side down. And let's go ahead and end this controversy right now. Let's go ahead and try it out. All right, so the first one I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and use the fat side down, and let's see what it's all about. Fat side down is really good. Let's go ahead and try the fat side up. It's pretty good too. So let me tell you the difference between both of these. So as you notice here, we've got the actual ring here, and then we have a ring here. So it's the opposite direction here when it comes to the actual smoke. But the difference that I saw is that when you do fat side down, it's less smoky because it's actually protecting the meat from the bottom. So that's what I got from this. Now, the fat side up, not wrong with it, but it was a little bit more smoky. So if you like more smoky flavor, then I would say fat side up. If you like it less smoky, fat side down. That's the difference that I got. But hey, don't take my word for it. All I gotta say now is it was good overall on both. And now I gotta go. Big roll out.